Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SatyamShakti Astro and More, and we've almost reached the end of this series of that's Mahavidyas, and today I'm going to cover the most important part of Tantra, which is associated with Maa Tara. Okay, so a lot of confusions around Maa Tara, and some people call Maa Tara as also the Devi of education. She is also considered and compared with Guru Brihaspati, okay, being the wife of Brihaspati, and she's also considered to be Neil Saraswati. And a lot of people, they confuse between Maa Matangi and Neil Saraswati. I'll explain you the difference maybe in a couple of minutes. However, just to give you an idea about what Maa Saraswati, Neil Saraswati means, and versus what Maa Matangi does. So Maa Matangi is basically the planner. Okay, she is the one who will plan things for you. But on the other hand, Neil Saraswati, she triggers the education towards that plan. Okay, that is the difference between the two. But they actually come up with the same energies almost. It's just that the difference is Tara represents more of education. On the other hand, Matangi Ma is all about intelligence and wisdom. So both of them have similar energies, and they have the same kind of an power in Tantra. However, Neil Saraswati is also called as Aghor Saraswati, whereas Matangi is more associated with Tantric. Now you will ask me the difference between both of them. The difference is very simple. Neil Saraswati is is winning over Avidya, okay, and Maa Matangi is about accepting Vidya, Avidya, okay, as a part of you to get that Vidya. So I hope I'm able to explain the difference. Now, talking about the iconology of Maa Tara, okay, so the star Tara, okay, now the star Tara is the first force that has risen, okay, in the Bindu. You see the Sri Yantra, the Bindu, okay, center, the point in the center, which is the main source of energy, okay, or the universe, okay. So she's the main power that comes out from that Bindu, okay, the golden embryo, basically the Hiranya Garbha, okay. She is the cosmic location. She is that cosmic location from which the universe evolves, okay. She's not she's that one point in the Sri Yantra wherein the cosmic energies, they divide. As you might be knowing that Maa Tara has over 21 total manifestations, and she's the one who through which the rest of the cosmic rays, they come out, okay. As long as the if you've seen along with the rays, okay, the gem of light, the gem of life gets divided into different multiverses, okay. And with that gem, even on earth, okay, the gem of life that emerges, and along with that, if the first thing that a baby learns or the baby wants is food, that hunger that comes out, okay, arises from that embryo. Because even when the child is inside the womb of a mother, right, it is eating, it is having its meal to grow, right, it's eating from that embryo. So that hunger is Maa Tara, okay. So she is not just the combination of fuel, I would say fuel of life, okay, but some also nutrients which is provided by the universe. If you see the vitamins that an embryo gets from in a mother's womb to grow, okay, that is provided. That power is Maa Tara, okay, because it is enabling the child to survive and sustain and to grow and to develop, okay, into a fetus, into a child, into a proper a shape structure of a human, right. So this perpetual cosmic sacrifice, okay, as well as the form of essence and life and the nature of that golden embryo, okay, which is said to be hungry, and its power lies in the ability to devour. So for example, eh, even the child is, he when he is in the fetus, okay, he doesn't know, when it's just an embryo, it doesn't know the meaning, the taste of the food, but it is hungry and it is feeding, it is devouring that, that little provision of nature. That provision of nature is Maa Tara. Okay, the hunger here represents Maa Tara. Okay, so although the word Tara means a star, okay, but the tantras take it as the etymology to mean that which leads to the other shore, okay, which leads you to the other part of life, right? So from a small embryo, it is becoming a human body. It is being, you understand, like you're being led to the shore, to the ultimate conclusion. Okay, so she also brings to the other shore the Tarati, which is the Tara, the Taratyani. Okay, the Taratyani means what? The Taratyani is Satara, which is also called as, which is quoted in the Devi Sahasranama, which is like the cosmic ray which is coming out from a bindu. Okay, that is Maa Tara. Just as the nature of the hunger, okay, is twofold, ravenous and all consuming and driving, forcing before consumption, and the other pacified, peaceful and contented with consumption. Okay, Tara also depicts the dual aspect, the one which is fierce, fearful, all devouring, and the other is the one which is very peaceful and luminous and motherly. This is also very duality in nature, and the sun and all beings. Okay, so if you see, like for example, when you're hungry, there are two sides of you. You're hungry and you're unbearably hungry. Okay, that becomes the most aggressive part of you. That becomes the most scariest part of you, because you're just not able to give up on your hunger. Okay, that becomes the fearful part of you. But at the same time, looking at the nature, surrounding situation, you can also control and curb your hunger, right? That is the most soumya side. Okay, that is the most subtle side of the power of hunger. Okay, but when you are fed the food, okay, when you're given the kind of food that you were wanting to eat, it gives you immense satisfaction also at the same time, right? It kind of helps you meet your needs at that moment. So Maa Tara is on one way that extreme hunger that you feel inside your body, that takes you to that extreme side of satisfaction after you feed yourself with the food at the time of hunger. Okay, so in the cycle of the day and night also, Tara, it represents the early dawn. Okay, and the hunger, the desire that first appears from the calmness of that particular moment, the first calmness of the sleep. Okay, after the rule of Kali. Okay, after the rule of Kali, here Kali is what? The day and the night is Kal. Okay, Kali. Okay, that calmness, after that calmness of the sleep, that you feel the hunger in you. Okay, that is Maa Tara. That is the power of Maa Tara. So Tara rules from midnight to the dawn, and this is the night of anger basically, because this is called as Krodharatri. Okay, when every living being is preparing to destroy and devour their lives, other beings, right? Devour other beings. Why? Because that is the time when you are destroying a part of you. Okay, when you are in deep sleep, okay, you are restful from that entire day's work. Okay, so that is the time when you're destroying that all that you have probably faced throughout the day. Okay, to calm yourself away. Okay, so this is what is Maa Tara. Okay, the Natara as considered as the void also. In its peaceful aspect, the power of hunger is merely spoken as a void. Okay, but she is the transcendent from that void. Okay, she is the divider. She is basically the Kala and the supreme beauty, which is Mahasundari. She is the divider between both of them. Beautiful, she commands the king of kings. Okay, she's the Tara. Tara means shining out, right? She is the king of all beauty. She's the king of all kings, and she is boundless. She's the ruler of the vast universe. Okay, there is nothing that can bind Maa Tara. She is the greatest of void, the star, okay, from which all was gradually evolved and which led all towards the liberation from the endless cycle of life, which is Mahas Sundari Tantra 50:21. Okay, and all deities are aspect of that void. She is the mother of all gods. So from her comes, from the void of her energies, okay, from the void that she makes other people felt, okay, all the other deities emerge. Okay, so all deities are aspects of that void. Okay, the universe arose from the void and it dissolves into the void. Okay, and seeing the void as the goal of the universe, okay, the sages, leaving a world of delusion, which is moha, dissolve into that void and into that changeless shape of the immensity. Okay, Harindra Shastri got Tara Rasya P2 to 25. Okay, so when you are in that state where you're not able to even feel the hunger, which is the greatest drawback a person faces, when they are in that yogi state of mind, okay, when they are able to curb that state of mind, when they are able to curb that hunger craving, and they go into that void, and from that void emerges the cosmic rays of the other deities. Okay, when you're able to see the Vishwadeva, when you're able to see all the energies together, and it is forming just one universe, you get dissolved into that universe, you get destroyed into that universe by destroying the Maya which is lying inside you. That's the form of Maya. That is the form of Maa Tara, like, emerging you out of, pushing you out of the Maya, okay, and bringing you towards that void, that feeling of not wanting anything, basically. So Buddhist Tantra, as you do, I mean, like, of course, Buddhism also, they worship Maa Tara. And Buddhists and Jains, they also worship Goddesses Tara. For the Buddhist, as the Hindus, hunger is eternal, right? In the Buddha scripture, Tara is represented as the power of Avalokiteshvara. So in the Tantra, she is the consort of the never decaying Akshobhya, okay, which is an aspect of Shiva. So Shiva never decays, and she is considered to be the Shakti of Akshobhya. So it is said in that, O great goddess, without decaying, Shiva, the lord of sleep, drank the halala poison. Hence, he is known as the never decaying Akshobhya. Okay, and the transcendent power of illusion, ever in lustful dalliance with him, is the star, which is Maa Tara. Okay, she is the power that did not let him sleep, and and she's the one which is considered to have removed the halala from the neck, right? If I have to come to the iconology of Maa Tara, so the Hindu Tara is always depicted in her fearful form with four arms, entwined with poisonous, snakes and serpents in the matted hair. Okay, she holds a head and a chalice, and in her fearsome mood, she drinks also blood. Okay, the sap of the world. Okay, standing firmly with her left foot forward, resting on her corpse, she laughs loudly, transcendent again. Her hands hold a sword. Okay, a blue lotus, Neel Tara, a dagger, and a begging bowl. Okay, she raises her voice with a cry, right, and her matted tawny hair is bound with poisonous blue snakes. Okay, thus the terrifying Tara destroys the unconsciousness of the three worlds and carries them in her head, okay, to the other shore. Okay, that is Maa Tara. So she shines upon a white lotus, and which has risen from the water, pervading the world. Okay, she holds in her hand the scissors, a sword, a skull, and a blue lotus again. Her ornaments are of snakes, which form a guide, which forms a griddle. Okay, it forms, she has earrings, she's wearing garland, and she's full of armlets, and she's full of like bracelets and anklets. She has these three teary eyes, of hers, okay, fearful, tawny, and it has stresses, a wagging tongue, okay, because Saraswati again has to do with her tongue, right? So fearful teeth, okay, round the hips, okay. She wears the skin of a panther, right? This is the typical Maa Tara's look in Hindus, okay. She wears a diadem made of bleached bones as well, okay, because she's the most fierce Devi, and she should meditate on like so she's also meditating on Shiva, by the way. So when one meditates on this particular Iconology and on Devi, the mother of the three worlds, basically, who is seated on the heart of a corpse, okay, her face resplendent is very resplendent of with the power of the never decaying Akshobhya, okay. So she's the power of somebody who never decays, of Shiva who never decays, okay. This is Tara Tantra, okay. So the worship of Tantra is basically, it signifies the goddess is to be worshipped according to any ritual, any Hindu ritual, any Hindu scriptures, okay. There is no restrictions to it, but a proper way of doing a Tara Tantra is very efficient for you to be able to control your lust towards anything which is worldly and pompous, okay. Anything which is related to your body, the need to sleep, the need to eat food, the hunger basically that we spoke about, okay. The natural needs of the body is all depicted by Maa Tara, okay. The natural process of the body that needs to function, okay, that is all Maa Tara. When your body functions is when your body is healthy, is when you actually are not decaying, right? You're working towards yourself, you're working towards your to keep yourself healthy, okay. That entire process to keep you going, that entire process to keep you alive, okay, and never letting the body decay, is the power of Maa Tantra. So the proper way to worship her is the Buddhist way, or the tormentor of men, okay. The way one person alone, people alone know, none other knows its inner significance, okay, which is Lalita Upakhayana, okay. Now a lot of people might argue, okay, why I'm talking about Buddhism, but here Buddhism doesn't mean that Buddha as a religion, but here Buddhism here means that, when you are in that state of void is called the Buddha state, okay. It's the state when, like, Buddha means Buddh is in wisdom, and Dha means you are in your highest of your wisdom, okay. So that is what it means. So I hope you liked the video and you've enjoyed it thoroughly. I will be back with another video on Maa Kamakhya, and we'll speak more about it later. If you've liked it, please do share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Basically what is important is how you listen to me, and how you comprehend to whatever I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you implement it or not, but then it is very important that you follow each and every word that I'm saying, so that you, from the divine wisdom that is being shared here, you will not be able to find it anywhere on Google as well. So you the more you listen to what and how I'm explaining things to you, the better you'll be able to imbibe it in you, okay. And I'm already running some workshops on Tantra, so I hope that I get more people responding to my videos, and I'm looking forward to make some more videos going forward on Tantrism. And if you have any suggestions or feedback, please feel free to reach out to me. You have already some of you are already following me on Twitter, so you can just DM me, or you can just write it in the comment section. So yeah, guys, that's very much about it. See you guys. Bye.